Welcome back to our channel, people. We appreciate you being here. Please do like and share this video, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an upload from the SMT. Alright, so what we're going to do is take a deeper look and some considerations on the news of T-Mobile CEO Mike Sievert possibly stepping down before the end of his contract. The report actually came out of a German newspaper known as Handelsblatt, and the report, it's substantiated. That particular outlet has reported on T-Mobile, Deutsche Telekom related things and topics in the past, and they've been accurate. But this report cites several people closely and intimately connected to the story, and the indications are that Mike Sievert has indicated internally that he wants to take a break, and this would involve him possibly stepping down either this year or next year. Obviously, they've recently appointed a chief operating officer earlier this year, and we had seen several T-Mobile events that very typically their CEO at the time, which would have been, John Legere in the past and Mike Sievert since the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, they're always at those events, and he hasn't been at most of those, some really key and crucial important ones. And it got people talking and got people thinking about maybe something being awry, something being wrong, something changing, right? And all that kind of falls into place. But I think the time frame for this is interesting because, it's the reports are that within the next year or two, one would say that if you're burnt out, if you're tired, if you're, the position is wearing on you, you would indicate that and have an exit very, very soon. Like it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm getting sick and tired and bored and all this, and I'll be out in 2 years. Like that kind of doesn't really make any sense, but it's quite possible that this time frame could be accelerated. We don't know. I think it's an important thing though, right? To, internally reporting to the board that you want to take a break. I know he was just extended, but it does indicate, based on this wording, that he does want to leave early. And, he'll be rewarded handsomely. It's not going to be an issue. They appear to have his heir apparent. Is it Gopalin? I think someone of Deutsche Telekom origin. So they have his replacement essentially, so that's not the issue. I think it's just going to be about timing. And then to kind of round out this video with this last minute, what would change at the company if Mike Sievert was to step down or leave or exit? Well, they're kind of embarking on a new path, right? They're really focusing on this convergence piece. Obviously, they're still a huge wireless company, and that's their primary business. But now they're looking into wireline connectivity, and that's something that I think Deutsche Telekom, and especially like in the European marketplace, that's very typically what they focus on. So it's quite possible that it will usher in that new era of what T-Mobile is going to be focusing on a bit, and have someone with some chops and some previous experience within that arena, right? So that's very possible as well. But maybe the discussions that we have in the comment section are about timing. I think, obviously, these discussions, these stories being written, it's pretty much the end of his line. But it's interesting that it's more midterm than it is near term, right? It doesn't sound like he's leaving anytime soon, like not next week, not next month, or even next quarter. Sounds more like down the line, but so it's on our radar. But then the other piece is the successor. What will he be like? What will he be tasked with? Obviously he'll be on the board and he'll be at all those meetings, and the philosophies and the intentions and the missions of the board and the company could be different, possibly. You never know. Or maybe he ends up just being another, Mike Sievert. That's possible too. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you think. Drop me some comments, like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.